Have you ever heard about somebody doing something so strange that you think to yourself, that can't be real? But you find out later that it is. And you're like, geez. I was watching criminal crime TV network, not criminal, yeah, crime TV network. And some of these court cases that they show in some of these investigative criminal investigation uh, of real life reality that they show. I mean, they get so strange. And one in particular, um, there was this gang, uh, and they sold drugs in the Washington D.C. area, and they were pretty ruthless in their approach. And they had a history of often people, if those people were bold enough to go to the cops, and it appears as though, according to this program, that they offed a lot of people in order to stay in business, in order to grow their business. And this particular gang, and they were called the K Street Crew. And I'll just leave it at that. But this particular gang is the gang that the local police in Washington D.C. and the FBI were investigating. And long story short, three girls went to the police and said they were willing to testify against this gang and all the bad stuff that they were doing. And but they wanted to make a deal. They had to get in the witness protection program and some other safety measures that they themselves thought of to keep themselves safe. Uh, Otherwise, it would be no deal. And the FBI went ahead and agreed with their conditions. Um, when they started making arrests and that kind of thing, one of the girls got a little nervous and she decided to back out because the gang had a way of finding out who's gonna go up and testify against them. And the FBI would learn later after the fact, after they finally took this gang down, that the gang, like one member of the gang, was pretty good at doing research and that kind of thing, and uh, using certain tools like the Freedom of Information Act and that kind of thing um, to find out who these people were that were hidden and going to testify against them. And also, they had a couple of private investigators in their hip pockets that they paid pretty generously to help them out to find out information, just so they can catch these people before they would testify against them. So, out of the three girls, one of them got nervous and said she wasn't going to do it because she feared for her life, and the gang, because of the gang's way of finding out who is going to try to rat them out as they looked at it. But that left two that was willing to testify. One in particular had information about three of the gang members that committed a multiple homicide type crime. They killed a couple of guys and who they mistook for rival drug dealers and that kind of thing. So she was going to testify against those three guys. And so the police apprehended the three guys, and they put these girls in this whole witness protection program, got them a new place to stay. They warned these girls, hey, don't tell nobody where you're living. Uh, Lay low. They gave them all these different kind of instructions to help themselves stay safe, along with the protection that they would agree to give them. But as fate would have it, and I say fate because what else could it be? But as fate would have it, the um, one of the girls that was privy to the information about the three guys that killed these other two guys who they mistook for drug dealers. She decided to go to a party. She left her safe haven and decided to go to a party. And the party was in her old neighborhood. And not only that, the party was the party of her friend, her girlfriend, who happened to be the girlfriend, romantic interest of one of the killers that she was testifying against. Yeah, she thought it was cool to go to this gangbanger's house, to the gangbanger's girlfriend's house, and like everything would be peaches and cream. So she goes to this party, and according to the report, I mean, it went as all parties do. Everybody had fun. People were getting tipsy, the whole nine yards, and these dudes were drug dealers. So you probably guess that that kind of stuff was there. And after the party, she was leaving along with other people. And as soon as she gets outside of the house, she gets gunned down, killed right there on the spot. Surprise, surprise. Really? I mean, it that's one of the reasons why I think to myself, can that really be real? I mean, you go to the FBI and you say, I need this, and this to have some kind of assurance that you'll be safe, and then you turn around and leave and go straight into the wolf's den for a party. Not just an ordinary party, but the party of the killer's woman. I mean, doesn't that sound strange? I mean, like it's hard to believe. It's like you think to yourself, and I was thinking to myself as I'm listening to what these agents were saying, how this girl got killed. I'm like, man, that can't be true. And then I thought about it, and then some other memories that I am personally privy to, experiences with dealing with certain people came to light. And I said, yeah, well, maybe it is true because I had to remind myself, yeah, I've seen some strange and backwards things happen in my life, um, but it's sad. I mean, you do one thing and then you contradict the thing and you pull the rug right out from under your own feet. But that's what I don't know. That just I guess that's human nature. I mean, people set themselves up. They sabotage themselves. Just strange. Anyway, I don't know. All I know is this world is getting more and more bizarre, and all I know is we need help. So Just keep the faith. Thank you for listening. Try not to pull the rug from out under your own feet. God bless.